Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the one and only show? Live from Houston, Texas. It's the go-to girl, professional comedian, TV producer, and founder of MarriedDate.com. It's millionaire matchmaker, Amber Neal.
Hey guys, welcome into an all-new Amber Neal Show. I'm your girl, matchmaker, comedian, publicist, Amber Neal, and today we have a really good show for you guys. Today, sometimes we just have to give you a sign because you're just not getting it. Today we've got 7 signs that you might be with the wrong person. And in the bottom of the hour, we're going to talk about some ways to tell that you are over-loving them. All right, guys, welcome into Monday. I love Mondays. Monday is my busiest day of the week as a matchmaker because people go out on the weekends and think they can do it themselves, and they call me on Monday like, help! I always say everybody has the Home Depot syndrome. They want to do it themselves, but we all could use a little professional help now and then. Today, let me welcome in my co-host, y'all. He is former NFL, NFLPA, best-selling author, Believe So You Can Achieve, founder and CEO of the Ryan Yarbrough Foundation, and my co-host. Y'all give it up for Ryan Yarbrough. Hey, how are you, Ryan?
I'm peaceful as ever. How about y'all? How y'all? Did y'all have a good weekend?
Wonderful. It was absolutely marvelous.
Well, let's introduce
not
our
the glass,
host.
not the glass.
Ah, she gave me the look.
Not the glasses there.
Yeah, the look. Y'all, we have a very special reoccurring guest host. She has got a show coming to the network, Real Woman, Real Talk. She is best-selling author, philanthropist. She is doing big things in the community. Y'all give it up for our girl, Kimberly Mejia.
Go.
Thank you. I'm so delighted to be here today.
Kim.
Did you behave this weekend?
Yes, I was very good.
Okay.
In fact, I give myself an A+.
Breathe a lie detector test. You know you was bad. What do you think about the topic today? 7 signs you're with the wrong person, because there's probably a lot more.
What do I think about it? I think it's a great topic to be being discussed because a lot of times we let our guards down and we miss things, and then we end up in predicaments we don't care to be in.
And a lot of that is because lust and love look a lot alike. You can get caught up in a whole situationship and think it's leading to a relationship, but the reality of it is sometimes we have to get signs that we're with the wrong people because our heart wants what it wants, and that can be deceptive sometimes. So let's jump on into the show. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to jump into number 1. Number 1 is they make everything look like it's your fault, but rarely apologize for their mistakes. There's a few names we could put that to, but at the end of the day, that's just somebody who lacks self-awareness. What do you guys think?
I totally agree. Anyone that cannot apologize, even if it's just agreeing to disagree.
Right.
Even if it's agreeing to disagree, you should always be able to apologize. I mean, some people, they just don't have it in them, but they try to apologize in other ways.
What do you think?
I'm in agreement with Ryan. I feel like apologies are always necessary. You can't do things to hurt people and not feel like you shouldn't ask for forgiveness. And it shouldn't become a cycle. It shouldn't be over and over again. You know, if you made a mistake on one thing, get it right. Don't apologize for the same thing over and over.
That's so true because, and you know, if you want to apply this even biblically, when we're talking about sin, you know, once you just keep doing that same sin over and over and over, then you become iniquity itself. So it's interesting because that's the thing is people think, oh, I apologize for it. I can just keep skating by. I can just keep doing it again. Apology is not permission to just keep doing the same stuff. It is got to be sincere. You got to actually mean it, but you got to be self-aware enough to know that you did something wrong. And so if every mistake is your fault, girl, guy, whoever's watching, run. What's the next one, Ryan?
Say bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, number 2, and 7 signs that you are with the wrong person is they often criticize your ideas and your behavior. Okay, last time I checked, I had one mama and one one daddy. Okay, one mama, one. Hey, mama, I know you be watching all the time, so what's up to you? And when it comes down to that, I mean, you just don't want to be around anybody. Just like a child don't want to be around their parents. You know, if they always criticize, you just don't want to be around people that's always criticizing everything. So that's how I feel about that.
Well, it's funny because I always tell people, even my own mama and daddy couldn't control me. Like, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, my own birth parents couldn't control me. But what do you think, Kim? I mean, somebody who's criticizing you all the time, and they criticize your ideas, your behavior, that's just a miserable person, right?
It's very miserable. You know, you don't want to be with no one who's critiquing anything about you, critiquing how you look and making fun of your objectives in life. You know, somebody who loves you, they take you for full package. You know, they love that inner being that you shouldn't be saying, oh, even if the lady may be skinny, oh, you skinny, or overweight, oh, you're overweight. That's what you got when you got me, so love every bit of me. So I definitely think that, I mean, we're always working to try to for betterment. However, if that's what you done chose already, why critique it later after you done got in the situation? Hey, open it up with full arms and embrace the love.
You know, one thing too, I think when it comes down to criticizing, once you understand that people's behaviors have so much more to do with them and what's unhealed or what's not fixed in them, we judge others how we see ourselves. So a lot of times, if we see that flaw or that fault in us, then we can see it in everybody else too. So just
Definitely.
take, you know, as they say, did your opinion pay my bills today?
No.
Okay, then STFU. Okay.
Okay.
What that mean? That's right.
Yeah.
Ryan, even the slowest of us caught that.
Hey,
Me.
don't let me fool you. Okay?
All right, guys. So what's the next one? Makes you feel stupid or weird for having certain hobbies and interests. You know, that's the thing, guys. You got to understand, and I've told the story a lot because I want to really put that point home, is when asked, this man that was married 70 years, what was the secret to your success? I was married to 8 different women. And he had to pivot with them. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Because you're going to become 8 to 10 different women over the course of a 70-year relationship, because you are going to change who you are every decade.
Yeah.
My
day.
growth game is so strong. I was going to say, if you didn't know me yesterday, you don't know me today.
Okay.
Right?
But that's the thing, is we have to not criticize your behaviors and your idea, because you might meet somebody that starts this way, but then they have this dream they've always wanted to do, and they finally get the nerve to do it. And then you're you're stupid, you can't sing.
Right.
Who told you could dance?
Right.
You're too old for that. You know what I mean? Like, and that, but that's their truth. What do you think, Kim? Somebody's always criticizing your ideas and your behavior.
Well, I don't want the person I love and the person I don't love criticizing my ideas and behavior. Even if I'm in love with you, you know, if I don't want the people that's not intimate with me to do it, definitely the man that I love, I wouldn't want him to criticize my behavior. You know, I think you have to do some self soul searching when you're always critiquing somebody else. There's definitely something going on with the inner you, because you shouldn't be doing that. If you got this mate and you're saying that you love them and you care for them, you should be there to lift them up at all times. And if you see something that y'all can work on together, you can say, hey, it depends on your delivery. Hey, babe, think your woman getting a little overweight. Hey, babe, let's go walking together. You know, you can say things like that. I don't see that being crucial. But to sit up and be saying you're fat, you're a pig, and some of the things that I've heard that the opposite sex do to each other, no, we shouldn't be doing that at all.
You know, I think this is really interesting, because I've even, had a partner in the past that would say, I'm just trying to challenge you. I'm just trying to make you better. But that's why you got to understand, you got to really get to know each other on that friendship level, because even as friends, I know I can't approach Kim this way.
Right.
Because Kim's going to claw my eyes out. You can't approach Amber this way, because Amber going to claw your eyes out. So it's all about the way you deliver it. You think, Ryan, it's all about the delivery of it?
Delivery is the key, because you can say something the same way to somebody, or say the same thing to somebody, but deliver it differently. And it's going to come across totally different.
I'm telling you, it's all about the way you say it.
Yeah, it's all about the delivery.
And I think that's any relationship in life. It's the way people make you feel, all right, guys.
Yeah.
I was about to go into my roast comedian mode. I was like, it's just coloring class today.
Somewhere we're on number 4. Makes fun of you makes fun of your worries and doesn't take your fears seriously. I mean, I can touch on that wholeheartedly. I mean, I'm be the devil advocate when it comes to that. After a while, when a person has so many fears, okay, and the other person, they get tired of it after a while. I mean, I'm just being point blank. You know, if you continue to have the same fears year after year after year after year after year,
Wow.
you're only human.
Very
Somebody gonna get tired of hearing the same thing. I mean, I can only speak for myself personally. I'm not gonna be in the same situation talking about the same thing. I have to do something about it personally. I can't live my life in fear
Amen.
or be with somebody that does.
Ugh, that's the
live that life,
worst.
constantly live that life.
It is. I'm telling you, that is the worst. That's why I say when you're healed, you recognize that behavior because the language is different. That's what I'm. Their language of a healed person, a whole person, speaks completely different than somebody who hadn't gone through the process yet.
Right.
What'd you say, Kim?
I say it depends on the situation. And the reason why I'm coming from a different route is because, I am a suicide survivor. You are too, with your sister, and I'm with my daughter. I would say if somebody's always worried and always fearful and always concerned and acting like they're uneasy, do the work and try to see what's going on with them. Take them, hey, get them to see a counselor, to check their mental health, because a lot of people who are doing that and living in fear all the times, a lot of times it's mental illness. A lot of times it's things that we don't have a clue that they're going through, because sometimes they're always vocal with the mishaps. And we're seeing that a lot now, that people are killing themselves, but they're going through these words and they're going through these fears, but they're not opening up. So if you see a partner and they're changing like that, I say look for the signs and the signals, because they definitely be there. A lot of times we miss them, because I missed them. They were there, but I missed them. So I would tell people to look for the signs and the signals when it comes to things like that, to make sure it ain't just not taking them serious and they just so fearful. They might be dealing with something internally, something mental.
It is hard. One of the things I missed with my sister was went back through and read our text messages after she passed, and one of the and I literally, you get so many text messages, you really just don't see all of them sometimes. And one of them, I didn't see it till after she passed. It said the loneliness is so suffocating.
Wow.
Woof. So I missed it. That's what kills me about it, is I missed it. We just got to pay more attention when somebody's suffering from mental illness or depression or addiction. You got to really not. I just get tired of people thinking that people that suffer from mental illness are supposed to be so logical.
Right.
Well, why'd you do that?
Right.
Dude, like you need to get educated on mental illness. It's not a choice. I promise you, nobody chooses to act like that. What's the next one, Ryan?
They don't notice small changes in your appearance. Okay? And in parentheses, we have self-absorbed behavior. Okay? So when it comes to that, just like Kim is very self-aware. I didn't get a chance to tell her beforehand, but I'm digging that hair.
Me too.
Thank you. That's a compliment. I got to show him since he dig my hair.
Oh, now you want to show me. Now you want to show me. I'm way over there.
My phone won't reach the two of us.
But does that bother y'all when y'all do something like your hair and nobody notices?
Not really.
You don't care?
It doesn't bother me because I do it for me. You know, everybody does things for different reasons. But I've always been self-aware. I try to give people compliments as much as possible.
Your hair look good today, honey. I was gonna tell you that. I was looking at it. It looks really good.
Well, I appreciate my baby girl, Sam Gray. She up and coming. She up and coming on the hair, okay? But yeah, you have to acknowledge other people. Some people need acknowledgement more than others.
Yeah.
Some people, once again, do stuff for their own. All right? Me personally, I can care less about this, that, because I'm point A, point B. I'm trying to get here to here. If you're slowing me up somewhere, thank you. But I'm gonna keep on moving. You
Gotcha.
see what I'm saying? But yeah, you have to acknowledge people. You can't be self-absorbed.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's kind of like riding hand in hand with the self-awareness.
Right.
If they can comfortably spend, there's an old saying. Yeah, if you don't hear from your man or woman all day, just know that that other relationship is going real well. Okay, so if they can comfortably spend the whole day without talking to you. I mean, like, come on, y'all. Are you alive today? Good morning. How you doing? Are you hungry? Do you want to do something late? I mean, but the whole day you hear nothing from them. You might be with the wrong person. I just think that you'll never convince me that somebody that claims they love you will not want to check on you to make sure you're at least alive in the morning or you're dead at night. Like, just check on them. Not that you necessarily have to spend time with them, but how are you doing? You know, I mean, are you okay?
Right.
This world is cuckoo.
Right.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think somebody that can spend the whole day without talking to their significant other is in the right relationship?
Nope. I think that's self-consumption. If you into me, baby, you into me. I mean, if I'm going to ain't no way, and I'm been married 25 years, ain't no way I'm going to be gone all day and my husband don't call and check on me. You know what I'm saying? You better. And it's the same way, you know. Even if I know he's at home, I'm going to pick up the phone and check on him as well. Babe, you okay? Everything good? And when you care, you have to be mind conscious, because everybody needs to know that they're needed and they're wanted, you know, and they're loved. And if you're not giving them the attention that they deserve, you know, more than likely they'll start looking for somebody else, you know. I mean, it's just a normal thing. It's just a human natural thing to do. So don't take what you got for granted, you know. Tell that woman, hey, baby, I miss you. I love you. Tell that man, hey, baby, I love you. I'm checking on you. Everybody wants to hear those words. I love you. I miss you. How is your day going? It's a normal thing to do.
I agree with you. Ryan, what's the last one?
Lastly, on 7 signs that you're with the wrong person is they forget important dates or events.
That's fighting words.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have y'all ever done that? Forgot your anniversary or forgot, like, something special or, you know what I mean? Have y'all ever gone through that yourself?
Well, I've never done it, but I do think that, like you're saying, those fighting words, but it's how I feel about certain days,
What's
you know.
let me ask this question. Excuse me for interrupting.
That's okay.
What is the most important date to you?
My anniversary, because that's when I got married. Yeah,
Okay.
my anniversary. And like a lot of people, you know how people be all on Facebook and social media and they're showing their gifts. I mean, there's nothing wrong with showing your love. But if that's the only time you get love, baby, you in trouble. Because if you with somebody in a relationship, you should be getting that love every day. It shouldn't be like surprising to have to show nobody nothing on Valentine's Day, because this is something that should be in your regular relationship. So I celebrate Valentine's Day. I like to uplift other people, but I don't go tell nobody nothing I got. Because if my husband don't give me nothing on Valentine's Day, I don't even care. Because he give me so much love throughout the year, I don't worry about that one day. So I don't even worry about Valentine's Day. I don't worry about really holidays like some people do. Because I feel like that's something should be expressed on a daily when you're in a relationship or you love someone. If you got to be surprised that they brought you something on that one day, something wrong.
Right.
It should be. You should be getting that anyway throughout the year. It should be a reflection, a yearly reflection.
Right.
A lot of couples fight about that kind of stuff, though. They fight
It's
about,
crazy.
they literally will break up over Valentine's, or they'll break up over their birthday. They will literally break up over you not buying them something on their those holidays. And, you know, but here's the thing. So if you date somebody and they tell you up front, look, I don't do pagan holidays, I don't do commercialism, I don't do all that.
Right.
And you sign up with them, then shut the heck up, because they told you up front. Now, if they didn't tell you, then, you know, I can see you feeling a little surprised. But I agree with you. It's every day.
Yeah.
But, you know, but people that are just new to dating, y'all need to have those discussions like, how do you celebrate the holidays? Because I need my presents under the tree.
The new love need gifts. Somebody just said like that, when it's a new love, you need gifts. And she's single, so of course she need hers. I agree with you. If you're single, you better woo me. But being married for a long time, no, that love should be already a reflection of that marriage.
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about signs that you're over-loving them. I mean, can you give too much love? That is the question. We'll be right back after this. Y'all stay tuned.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. 895-5095. Limited availability. May not be available in your area. Speed claims based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 for Xfinity, Spectrum, and Hotspot, 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, and 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 15, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 920 megabits per second for internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Clarence Miller. I am a native of Huntsville, Texas. I relocated to Houston at the age of 18 with $50 in my pocket and a one-way bus ticket to seek a better life. I have enjoyed a successful business and family life in Harris County for over 48 years, serving businesses, faith organizations in Harris County, and assisting those in need. I have a proven track record of helping people in development, communities, and infrastructure. I was a small business owner for many years, so I understand the challenges of a small business owner. I was one of the first elected directors, general managers of Northwest Harris County Municipal Utility District 24. During my tenure, I eliminated the government waste, held contractors accountable, built a community center, a new road, paid off $10 million in debt, and we're currently building a $3.7 million park. My priorities are flood control, infrastructure, law enforcement, mental health, public services, job opportunities. As commissioner, I promise to bring a fresh new vision of accountability and leadership to all the residencies of Harris County Precinct 4. Please go to www.millerforcommissioner.com and support the Movement for Change. Clarence Miller, November 22. Thank you.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the Amber Neal Show. I'm your girl, matchmaker, comedian, publicist, Amber Neal. And guess what, guys? I'm back with my co-host, Ryan Yarborough. And our very special guest contributor, Kimberly Mejia. She has a new announcement. You going to tell them about your show coming out?
Oh, yeah. I'll be starting my new show, Real Woman, Real Talk, you know. So y'all just stay and look forward to it. It's going to be fun and fabulous.
Oh, it really is. Real woman, real talk. This is why I love Kim, because you're going to get the real raw and uncut, and she's not necessarily going to fancy it up to save her feelings, right? But sometimes people need to have love,
right?
And hey, everybody loves my truth until I say something I like. But oh well, y'all gonna get over it. Okay, now we're going to talk about signs that you love them. So what does that really mean when you hear the word over love? It means that you're under loving yourself, because if you're giving everything to them and then going above and beyond to that point, you're going too far. So let's jump in. What's the number one sign that you are over loving someone, Ryan?
Standing on your head to make them happy.
Oh, I can't even do that no more.
Standing on your head to make somebody happy, huh? Well, no. If there's something that you do naturally, once again, as you said, hype the website up again, 5love.
Oh, 5lovelanguages.com?
5lovelanguages.com. Some people go out of their way to make other people happy, and they don't think that that's overlove. Somebody else might think that's overlove, but standing on your head to make somebody happy, unless I'm a gymnast, what's the reason for doing that?
Right.
But
codependent, that's the word. That's the word you're looking for.
Codependent.
Codependent. If every move you make depends on your happiness stemming from if they're happy with you, you're codependent on your happiness. And anytime you give anyone that power over you, they can crush you like a, whatever. But they can crush you. Number 2, signs that you overlove them. Number 2, if you look up to them by looking down on yourself, so many times, and I've been guilty in my past when I was like 16, I put somebody on a pedestal and I thought they were just, wow, I'm just so, wow, and then I would minimize me, I would shrink me because I was intimidated by what I perceived was them being better than me, right?
Right.
And now they're bald headed and ugly as hell, so I was wrong. But
I can't with her.
and they like to run over cats in high school. But anyway, but looking up to somebody and minimizing yourself in the process. What do you think? What do you say to that, Kim?
I say be comfortable in your own skin. But I'm gonna say that happens not just in relationships, not just with the people you love. That can happen in regular friendships. Sometimes you have people, they look up to you, they started developing this jealousy syndrome, thinking in their mind something that ain't even in your mind. They be so busy trying to be competitive and trying to please you, and all they need to do is be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't just go through that in relationships, you know. You need to be comfortable in your own skin, you know. Hey, I don't care if you sit in the room with millionaires and billionaires. That's a new word. Be comfortable.
That's what we're going to be.
That's right. Be comfortable in your own skin, you know. Hey, you own your own power. So, you know, be comfortable with whatever you're doing and whatever you have to go through. Just do what you got to do and be comfortable in your own skin. That's what I say about that.
I can't imagine a world where everybody's the same. How boring would that be?
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is as they say, you got to get around people that have gone further, that do further. And then once you mature and you really understand that if you are the smartest person or the best person career-wise in your group, you need new friends. How are you going to learn? You need people to kind of show you the way. Sometimes mentors are a really good thing. So, but just don't look down on yourself to build someone else up. What's the next one, Ryan?
Number 3 on signs that you overlove someone is abandoning your friends to spend every waking minute with the person that you're with.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with that.
Hey, I mean, sometimes that's your best friend. I don't necessarily agree with that one, because sometimes you want to get away from your friends. You want to be just with the person who you with. You know, love the one you with. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes I agree with that. I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree with that one. I've done that before. And that was high school though.
Oh yeah.
So I've done that before, but I was perfectly cool with it because that's all I ball my woman.
Right.
That was it. Ball my woman. That's it. My guys, call me over there.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to catch up with me, because I'm not at home.
What'd you say, Kim?
Why I would love to spend every waking moment with my husband, but that shit would drive me crazy.
Okay,
so I would not do that, because you have to just have free time to yourself for sanity reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Autonomy is the word you're looking for.
You can't always just be up in somebody's face 24/7. You know, I mean, COVID has made us do that for a time being, and you see how the domestic violence went up. Obviously, somebody was driving somebody crazy, but everybody need that free time at some point in their life to be out to themselves, to express the need, just to think for yourself. And you have to learn to love yourself first. So I love alone time because I love myself. So I don't have no problem with going so. Yes. You know, wherever hear him.
You know I heard that in my voice too, right? We both heard that in a whole different language.
These two freaks I'm up here with, so y'all.
I'm just talking. They ain't even
So once you love yourself, you learn how to do things alone. You know what I'm saying? You know how to go out and have a dinner by yourself or watch that movie by yourself. But that comes from self-love. A lot of people just haven't got there yet. That's what I'm trying to say, in other words.
Kim.
Anywho, okay. What number are we on right now?
We on numero 4.
4. Okay.
On signs that you overlove someone.
Your goal doesn't matter.
Yeah, your goal doesn't matter as much as theirs. Okay.
That's tricky.
I mean, that's called sacrifice, right there. It can be on both ends. You know, that's called sacrifice. But I let
to what point though? Let's just go back. Let's say that you were trying back when you were going into the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were and then you make it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then if you have a partner, or it could be any business, right? And you're trying to make it, but they're like, yeah, but my career, but you got to have the kids, or you got to have this obligation with the family. How do you decide? How do you really decide whose priority is The biggest. And here's the thing, I want to get Kim's perspective as a minister on this, because biblically, as women, we're supposed to be the helpmate, number one, before our career, that we can have our career and do what we want, but is our first obligation truly to supporting our husband's goals? Because as a helpmate, is that number one?
Well, if you're going to go biblical, it definitely is. But thank God my husband retired now. So I don't have that problem.
No, but people do have this problem. And they're looking
But
for
in
answers.
reality, I would say, I would go with the breadwinner of the household. And being realistic, that might be the woman or the man. So whoever is the breadwinner that's making the biggest salary, why not let them, if there's a problem with you both, during your career, I would go with the person who's making the most money, and try to compromise. Because at the same time, you're trying to hold your household together and you're trying to benefit from the relationship. So who's ever making the most money, of course, let them be the person that... Oh, I hate this.
The matchmaker hotline's not open right now, guys. We're gonna have to figure this phone out, though. It's okay. All right, so the person that's making the most money... But somebody could argue and say, but my project's going to pay off in 2 years and it's going to be more than yours. But at the end of the day, guys, this is why you got to slow down to build the friendship and get the foundation so that you can talk about things like that. What do we do in our career situation? Because, that's the whole argument with now that women work as much as men do and women make money too. Women are saying we're no longer going to people are, divorcing over household chores.
Right.
Because women are saying, I'm not going to make money and cook and clean and do the kids and do all the traditional roles and support his goals. So that's why everybody's kind of confused on who does what, because now women work. So
Right.
now that women work, because that's the argument, because really at the end of the day, the only way to argue that point is if you're a person of faith, you have to go with what the word says. I mean,
Right.
At the end of the day, you can argue all day long, ladies. I get it. I'm a strong, independent woman myself. But if I decide to get married, I have to understand my first obligation is to my husband. I mean,
Right.
I don't care what y'all say. That's just that's a fact, biblically. So unless you want to argue with what the Bible says, then that's where we change. The Bible doesn't. So I'm just saying, from a spiritual standpoint, the answer is your obligation is to your husband. That's the truth. Y'all can write the hate mail. Y'all go ahead and send it in. We're going to get a bonfire going with it. And the next
he
one...
can cook and clean and wash some clothes, too, though.
No, but they can. That's the whole point. If a man tells me he can cook, winner, because I hate cooking. You do the kitchen, you do the bathroom, I'll do the rest of the house.
Right.
Listen, I don't care what nobody says either. Marriage is a business. Marriage is a business negotiation. And anytime money, responsibility, kids, family, whatever is involved, it is a business.
I definitely agree. So I don't have a problem with switching roles, because I don't mind you cooking and cleaning up now. Washing them clothes and washing them clothes. I'm not so liberated. So, I can, go ahead, go on and cook that food.
Just talk about it at the end of the day. And if you guys can't come to a healthy resolution, get a mediator, a therapist involved. All right, what's the next one, Ryan? Signs you overlove them.
Yeah, kissing up. Kissing up too.
Oh, suck face.
Yeah.
Brown nosing. Kissing up too often. Yeah, I think I've actually only dated one guy like that where I felt like I had to walk on eggshells. You ever dated somebody like that where you feel like everything you say is either going to be misconstrued or they're just looking for a reason to be mad. They're just looking to be, or in his case, he just liked to be right about everything. So I could have said that wall is green, and he'd be like, "Well, are you sure about that?" You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to kiss your to get beep, okay? Because I'm not. Like, kissing up, you should, when you're with somebody and in love with somebody, to me, I feel like you should be able to be relaxed. Be yourself. Fall asleep. Whatever you got to do. Like, there should be no pressure to entertain each other or pressure to say the right things. What do you got? Y'all agree?
I totally concur. You cannot continue to kiss up to someone because that's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to expect it all the time. And if you don't do it, it's going to be a problem. So you can't kiss up.
So essentially kissing up sounds like it's a mask. because it's something you're doing fake to try to please them. Go heal. That's your answer on that one. Go heal.
Right.
You don't have to play nothing is external.
Yeah, because I definitely wouldn't want to be put in a position, like you said, you've been in a relationship that you have to walk on eggshells. I definitely don't want to be made feel, sometimes when we're young and we're dating and we get this interested man or woman, and we try to be pretending we're more than what we are to please them, because I'm certainly, I went through that in my life. The man might have didn't know it, but I definitely experienced it at a young age. And I broke that cycle quickly. However, sometimes we do go across these kind of scenarios in our life, and we be like, oh, let me just do all this to try to make him stay interested or to please him. So no, that's not a thing to do. You have to be so sufficient in yourself that you don't feel the need to have to play the kissing game with a person. Oh, let me just do all this extra stuff, because at the end of the day, they walk all over you anyhow.
The truth to happiness, guys, is real simple. Be true to yourself. And it's not be selfish. No. Just be true to yourself. If you want to do it, but as long as you're true to yourself. Just don't go into something with an illusion or delusion that you doing something that's out of what you really want is going to make you happy. It's not. It's going to make you miserable, and you're going to live in constant resistance, and you're not going to be able to manifest nothing. All right, guys. Signs that you overlove them. If you're submitting to sex when you don't want to, just to please them, or you're insecure, well, if I don't give it to him, he's going to go get it, or she's going to go get it somewhere else. Look, let me tell you something. The number one time people cheat is during work hours, okay? So just because you think you're giving him some sex that night, you think he ain't going to go get it the next day, or she ain't going to go the next day, trust me, women cheat as much as men do, and that's why we're trying to have these conversations to kind of figure out what are the gender roles now. What are we supposed to do? What does marriage look like? And so, if anytime, you should never feel pressured to have sex to keep your spouse or to make them happy. Yes, we want to have sex with our spouse. That's normal, but sex is only 25% of the relationship when you're healthy. But when you're not healthy, sex becomes 75% of the relationship. Interesting, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Well, like I said, I've been married so long, so that ain't one of our issues. So it's a meaning to sex when you want to. It's like a normal thing. When you have to, in a relationship with so long, you just know it's part of the duties. It comes with the marriage, and if you say, "Honey, I got a headache," they pretty much understand. So,
but key word. She said duties. That's. It's funny you use that word, duties, because you are once you're married, you're not supposed to withhold yourself from your spouse. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to withhold. So it is.
Well,
the
the Bible
duty.
say, "Let there be no secrets between a man and a woman." So once you make that vow. And he be saying, give me some, just roll on over, child, and just don't get it over with. That's all I can tell you.
We didn't say you had to like it. But anyway, what's the next sign that somebody's overloving?
Kind of headache. Next sign.
Excedrin is
Next sign that you overlove somebody is you're always last, and they get everything, and you get nothing. Okay? But I mean, once again, that's not overlove. That's a personality trait to me. That's a personality trait, because some people are givers, some people are takers.
That's unhealthy, though. If everybody is just
if that's your natural state, if you're a natural born giver, you should not be yourself. Once again, because we're telling people to be themselves.
Be themselves.
Be yourself, but if you feel as if you getting taken advantage of,
right,
then separate yourself from the situation.
I agree. Don't stop being a giver if you're a giver, but that's a one-sided situation. But you know what? Honestly, Ryan, when people are not ready for healthy, they get joy out of one-sided relationships. Some women don't think you love them unless you're beating them. So you got to go heal. At the end of the day, you got to heal so that you know you deserve better than somebody always putting you last and everything is about them and you get nothing. That's not healthy, no matter how much of a giver you are. What do you think, Kim?
I think that love is a compromise, and it's give and take. So you can't just think everything is about me, or you.
Yeah. We
have to sit down and talk about and make decisions about this relationship together and reach that compromise of circle that, hey, we both are willing to give something. And if you're in a relationship and that person isn't willing to compromise, they're always the winner, you're in trouble. I think you need to look for a different relationship, because you shouldn't be in a possessive relationship that's always boiling down to one person getting all the favor. A relationship, that's why it's called a relationship. You're all doing it together. It's not about one person. So compromise in your relationship. You have to show that you're willing to give something in that relationship to keep the love going.
Amen. All right, guys, last but not least, if you're dismantling your boundaries, you might overlove them. Boundaries are needed in any kind of relationship, not just romantic, because people do what they want to do and people do what you let them. A relationship without boundaries can lead to all kinds of catastrophe. What do you guys say about that? If you find yourself always dismantling your boundaries, what do you guys see that leads from your guys' experience?
It's going to be an eruption. and not the good type of eruption, all right? But, I mean, you can only take so much, and you can only hold so much in, okay? And once again, like, as I say, I know a lot of people, I've done a lot of things, and I've been in a lot of places, but the only person I can always speak for is myself. So eventually, if you continue to dismantle my boundaries, eventually I'm gonna explode.
You're gonna meet the bull. Okay. You meet the bull with the horn. What you say, Kim?
I would say that having your sanity is very necessary.
Yes.
Having my sanity is very necessary for me. So I believe in keeping the peace. Even when things can get disruptive, I know when to cut it off. And the good thing about my husband, he knows when to cut it off. So you have to know your boundaries so it don't get dismantled. Because, hey, we're losing a lot of people right now to murder, suicides, homicides, all kind of things, because they're not taking control of their boundaries. They're all over the place, and they're causing chaos, and it's leading to death and murder, suicide, and all different kind of things. So try to keep your sanity, your sanity, and just let some things go. You don't always have to be crazy and explosive in a fight or a situation. Sometimes just ease it by just smoothing it out and just walking away from pressure sometimes.
Well, y'all have been given some really good advice today. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to be filming another show back to back. The next show is going to be about, on Saturday night, you can catch our show, 14 psychology hacks that you should know to control any situation. If you're looking for a job, you're in a new relationship, it's time to negotiate that deal. You might want to tune in and catch that on Saturday, guys. When we come back, we are going to leave you with our afterthoughts. But before we go, y'all have anything y'all want to promote? You want to talk about your book, your websites, any projects coming up?
Talk to him, Kim. You know I'm a gentleman lady.
Well,
first.
I do still have my 3 books. Real Teen, Real Talk, It's a Man's World, Real Woman, Real Talk. Please, I have the books, the t-shirts, the hoodies, the book, hats, caps. My website is www.realwomanrealtalk. Please subscribe. Please order something. Please join my Facebook page group, Real Woman Real Talk group, and just look forward to the upcoming events. Also, I had to change the date on the women's retreat. It will be May 20th, 21, and 22. Women, if you haven't got your ticket, it's $325. Come bum with some women. Come get this very positive messages we'll be having taking place there.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming back on with us today, Kim. We had so much fun.
Thank you.
Ryan.
Hey. Yes, I have this weekend, I have a couple of things coming up throughout the week, but this weekend, one of the biggest things that I have is a camp that will be with some former players and some current athletes as well. But we're doing something for the kids once again. So I don't have the information on me, so sorry, but it's H-Town Sports Day. Put it that particular way. It's in Katy. It's at Cinco Ranch, and it is Saturday, the February the 26th, throughout the day.
Okay.
But you can always catch me on my website, RyanYarborough.com. Mr. Believe so you can achieve.
Yeah.
Right.
Get his book. Also, Friday night, he has the Friday Night Lights coming out at the B&H Ranch. And then you've got and then Saturday you've got the sports day in the city. For more information about that, y'all go put on check out the organizer. Also, we'll put the flyers on the website for RyanYarbrough.com, and you can also check out the organizer, Pam Jones with River and Word Magazine. Check her out for more information as well. And we come back, we're going to leave you guys with our afterthoughts. For more information, how you can be involved in the show, you want to become a friend of the show, or you want to actually create your own show, let me know. We'd love to hear from you. Hit me up at amberneal.com, and when we come back, we'll give you our afterthoughts. Stay tuned.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability may not be available in your area. Speed claims based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 versus Xfinity, Spectrum, and Cox 400 meg, 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, and 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 20, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 920 megabits per second, internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
Maridate is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Clarence Miller. I'm a native of Huntsville, Texas. I relocated to Houston at the age of 18 with $50 in my pocket and a one-way bus ticket to seek a better life. I have enjoyed a successful business and family life in Harris County for over 48 years, serving businesses, faith organizations in Harris County, and assisting those in need. I have a proven track record of helping people in development, communities, and infrastructure. I was a small business owner for many years, so I understand the challenges of a small business owner. I was one of the first elected directors, general managers of Northwest Harris County Municipal Utility District 24. During my tenure, I eliminated the government waste, held contractors accountable, built a community center, a new road, paid off $10 million in debt, and we're currently building a $3.7 million park. My priorities are flood control, infrastructure, law enforcement, mental health, public services, job opportunities. As commissioner, I promise to bring a fresh new vision of accountability and leadership to all the residencies of Harris County Precinct 4. Please go to www.millerforcommissioner.com and support the Movement for Change. Clarence Miller, November 22. Thank you.
This is Kimberly Mejia here again today with the Amber Neal Show with my afterthoughts. Today's topic was 7 signs you are with the wrong person. Signs that you overlove them. I just think it is so important that we look for these signs and we pay attention to things that are going on in our relationships and make sure that we're being treated as an equal partner. Always come a place of love and compromise. Don't settle, but be willing to negotiate. After all, that's what relationships are about. I had a great time here today with Ryan and Amber, and I just want to say please follow me on my social media, www.realwomanrealtalk.com. Get some of the items. Please follow the social media and see what great things we have coming up next. We have great things coming up. We're going to be doing a tour with the city, a lit tour for violence, suicide awareness, and many other great things we're bringing to life. So please stay tuned and look for more. Please check out my websites, realwomanrealtalk.com, Kmejia, KMEJIA.com, Instagram, Real Woman Real Talk, Facebook group, Real Woman Real Talk. Thanks, guys. It's been great. Real Woman Real Talk.
Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Ryan Yarbrough, Mr. Believe So You Can Achieve. Today we had a wonderful topic on if you do you know if you can overlove someone, or also are you with the wrong person? All right. When it's all said and done, it comes down to you yourself knowing that you not liking what you're doing. Okay. Once again, if you're in a relationship, regardless of the relationship, friend, parent, child, male, female, whatever the case may be, you can only oversaturate yourself for oh so long. Okay, because me personally, I'm towards the bull. I hold in a lot of things. All right, so eventually, either you're not gonna hear from me, or you're gonna get an explosion. All right, but when it's all said and done, you have to learn how to know thyself. For the simple fact, you won't allow people to overstep your boundaries, and also on the flip side, you can never personally. I don't think you can ever over love someone. All right. If that's your particular state of being and that's your particular state of mind, continue to be that person. But if it's not getting reciprocated, then you have to look yourself in the mirror and also wonder if that's something you want to deal with. So when it's all said and done, always believe so you can achieve. Bam, boom, wop, bam, right there. All right. RyanYarbrough.com. Continue to have a great rest of the day. Peace and blessings.
Hey guys, so today's show was really interesting because Sometimes you are with the wrong person, but you just won't give up the ghost. Like you're so holding on to what brought you to that moment. Oh, the memories, oh, the good times. And, it's very normal. And that's how our brain really can psych us out. How come it is when we break up with somebody, we always remember the good things, not the bad things? It's very important to stay in reality when you do finally make the decision to pull the trigger and leave a toxic relationship. You've got to stay cognizant of what made you leave. You've got to be very cognizant of not to listen to love songs, breakup songs, sad songs. Don't listen. Don't watch programming that's going to sit there and keep you in your feelings. It's going to keep you crying all the time. At the end of the day, you got to get back into your spirit and realize that if somebody doesn't treat you good, they don't want to. And at the end of the day, there's only one question to ask yourself. Is this God's best for me? And if you can't honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, it sure is, and believe it with all your might, you might be time to move. It might be time to move on. So, all right, guys, everybody has opinions, and y'all know what they say about opinions. But at the end of the day, the secret to true happiness is to not betray yourself. If it feels wrong, it feels yucky, it doesn't feel good, it keeps you in sadness, depression, it keeps you full of anxiety, that's your sign that probably is the wrong relationship. So for more information, y'all tune in every Friday and Saturday right here on the Boss Up Houston Network, 9 p.m. We've got an all-new show for you guys. We got a lot of great, exciting announcements actually coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Y'all stay tuned for more information, how you can get plugged in. Go to amberneal.com, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Marriage is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.